Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot shop. I'm here to do my June What is Your Love Story, and I'm going to be using my Rainbow Rain deck to do this reading. I'll put a link to the reading and below, and I will put a link to this deck below as well. So I am going to be pulling, I think I'm going to be pulling maybe 2 cards for each placement. This is an odd deck to be using for the love. I mean, I usually use this deck as to add to a reading, to add an energy to something, to see more of the energy of what's going on, but I'm going to use this just to do the whole reading. So focusing on everyone, law of attraction. And I'm going to, actually, before I get started with that, I'm being guided over here. I'm going to pull an oracle, so just bear with me here. I'm going to pull a goddess card. So I'm going to pull a goddess card for everyone for June. For love. I know this is an odd deck, but it's the one I'm being guided to use for love. Spirit gets their point across with whatever they want. So and of course, I should not be surprised, right? Undying love, assault. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. So what a beautiful way. And see how, like, when you're guided to something and you think, oh, that's an odd thing, or it's not really what you would think for love, right? So, but it is. So what the message came out that you needed, and look at all the beautiful flowers around and all the beautiful colors, and the rain. I'm really guided to the rainbow colors, and it's very soft, beautiful colors on this card, and the flowers. And June is, of course, start of summer, and the flowers are blooming. So what a beautiful, you know, not just message but image on this card. So focusing on the reading itself and see what comes for everyone with my Rainbow Rain deck. Like I said, I'll put a message. I'll put a link below to the shop, the reading, and the deck as well. And focusing on everyone and the law of attraction and a general reading for. Okay, and they're saying now. And the undercurrent card is hidden in plain sight. So something that is kind of maybe not apparent, or you're not seeing something that is just right there. It's like something that's obvious. They're giving me like more of a message. It's kind of like reading into this in the deck that was odd. It's like something that's obvious that you're just not seeing it, but it's like obviously there. It's like, I don't know. We'll see where the reading goes. Who are you in your love story? What energy surrounds you in your love story at this time? And this is teamwork. And the horses are coming. And this brings up a song that I was guided to for one of my morning polls on Facebook, or one of my daily polls. And it was a song that came up. And it was called Wake Me Up. I'll put a link to that below, because it also had the horse in it, and the horse energy, the horse spirit energy is around very strongly right now, moving energies forward, moving the energy of love forward as well. So interestingly, my Wi-Fi dropped here. Just give me a sec. I love this now too, because I have a different camera and I can just go on and wait, and I don't have to go as fast. So if this video is too long for some people and it's just too long to watch, then I understand that too. So I like to keep them within 15 minutes for upload and for ease of watching, but I have more time now on this camera, so when I get a little interruption like this, I'm going to go with it. And you can just fast forward through this part, because I'm needing to get my my music back. So for some reason, there we go. Just needed a little zhuzh to get my music back. So, and it's not actually music. I'm listening to sounds of crickets in the summer night. I was guided to this for a client reading today, And I've gotten attached to the sound of crickets for a summer night. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Anyway, teamwork is who you are right now and the energy that surrounds you. So I feel the horse energy, and I will put a link to that song below. And that song just really, you know, it made my heart sing. I cannot even describe it in any other way. There's a part in the video where, you know, I don't even want to go into it. You just watch the video, listen to the song. The video and how it unfolds is more of a message that actually comes. Not to say that the song wasn't beautiful or important, but it was the whole thing, you know. So you need to watch the entire video. But it definitely made my heart sing, and it was a message to me directly from Spirit that, you know, about moving forward and, you know, moving towards the energy where I belong. So, I feel that same energy coming here for who you are. So it's more than just the word teamwork. It's the spirit of the horse. It's part of that message from that song coming up. And I'm going to pull one more. Oh my gosh, I'm not even kidding you. Soulmate. So it's definitely what I've been saying, that beautiful energy of love and that connection that can't be stopped. This undying love, this unending love the energy of love cannot be stopped. So, it's moving forward. The horse energy is moving forward. I, again, will put that link below because it's so very, very important right now. And I'm just going to move on. So this is who you are. You are your side of that soulmate, but you are connecting. You are feeling this energy of love that is unstoppable, that is moving you to where you will ultimately belong and where you will ultimately end up in love for you and your story. Okay, so this is who you are. And I feel like for myself, connecting to that message, it brought a whole nother, not that I've been connected before, but it brought a whole nother level of awareness. It felt like also like a, I don't know, I'm not even going to get into trying to explain it, but it was just definitely different. So if you have the time to watch that link, I'll put it below. It's called Wake Up or Wake Me Up, something like that. You should watch it from its beginning to it. It's only like 3 minutes long, so it's not like 3 or 4 minutes. It's not that big of a deal, but it brings a beautiful message if you're tuned into what it's telling you. So the next one is where your partner stands in your love story for June. What is their character? How are they behaving? And we have freedom. So they are focused on the higher picture. The ego represents, of course, for me, it's a representation of Archangel Michael. So it represents protection from a higher realm. So in a higher energy, in like maybe 5D energy, they are watching and protecting. They're seeing everything that's going on for you, you know, in the relationship and the whole bigger picture. But it also represents, you know, freedom and liberation. So their spirit, they're very free. They're very liberating. They're giving you your freedom as well and their own. So they're standing for that energy, which is like a whole other energy that's being born in through that feeling, that energy of love as well. So it's a free love, right? It's a free, that's non-constricting. It's not controlling. It's not manipulative. It's just simply free, and it's seeing the higher picture. So it's totally tuned in and tapped into, again, the higher picture. I can't say it any further than that. They may be coming across as, you know, aloof, or, you know, with the freedom energy, they're out doing their own thing, but hey, that's fine too. Because this definitely talks about a bigger picture here. So I'm going to pull another one, and we have spring. So this may be something new. Spring represents a newness, a freshness, new life, new something new. So this could be a feeling that is a sense of liberation and freedom that is maybe even new to themselves. They may be like, wow, maybe they're seeing a bigger picture in the situation of the relationship in a way that they haven't seen it before. But there's a newness here that is coming up for them as well. What or who is blocking you from moving to your next chapter in your love story? And it says going home. It was in reverse. So this could be, and that's what the part of this was about. This was about going to where, you know, being where you belong. You know, it was they were showing a hometown, and then, you know, just different things in the video. So it definitely was, it being in reverse there. I am going to read a bit into that because this is a blocking position in the reading. So this is who or what is blocking you. What is blocking you is that you're not home. You're not where you want to be yet. You know, this hasn't come into place. This can also be dealing with real estate, property, moving, homes, that type of thing. this is still in the reverse position. So a bit of this energy of where you belong, going home, so to speak, hasn't come into its proper place yet. And the next one is ancestors. And interesting, there's the horse and the buggy. So ancestors is, of course, where we've been, where we've come from, you know, a line of the ancestral line. So a bit of that energy needs to be cleared as well. So there's, you know, this could get into like DNA, you know, ancestral lines, that type of thing as a mainstream energy. That is, there is a sense of it here, moving into the past, moving in going in this direction. But you can see, just like the soulmates, they're meeting each other. So the horse energy is still, of course, leading the way with this, and it's helping clear anything from the ancestral lines, anything from the past, anything from family that has left you feeling not secure. Going home is feeling safe, is feeling secure. So this is talking about family issues, parental things that you dealt with your parents or as a child or in your family that didn't leave you feeling like you were at home. You felt like the outsider perhaps, or it wasn't the family structure that you you know, would have liked or whatever. There's things here and issues with family and home and security and childhood that is blocking still, that needs cleared. But do know that the horse energy, which I love this, is coming up like this, is helping move that energy and helping clear the way, and it is heading for it head on here. It's going back into that, so it is being worked through. The previous chapter of your love story, what led up to now, and it is abundance. It's a little blurry maybe, and this is fall, so maybe something back in the fall. I'm just going to pull another one and see, because abundance can, you know, mean many things, and it's comfort. So it's talking about an abundance of comfort. And with the teddy bear, it's interesting. Snuggling is coming up. So maybe you had an encounter in the past. It's talking about, for me, it's looking like fall time frame, and fall and harvesting a sense of comfort, looking for and seeking to have comfort from your partner in whatever aspect that, you know, that means for you. There's something about that. And for some, I feel a specific time frame of last fall that you're still connected to and felt very comfortable to you in regards to your relationship. So again, this can come for everyone in a little bit of a different way. And for some, this can simply be working on your abundance so you can be comfortable. So maybe you've been busy with your work. So I feel two kinds of energies streaming through here. And for some, this may be a bit of both mixed together. Where you are in your love story present chapter. I'm just going to start taking these down because I'm losing space here. Where you are present chapter, and it is fertility, sex, little rabbits. Rabbits are also abundant. But this is sacral chakra. So anything that's dealing with the sacral chakra, you may want to do some clearing of that chakra. You may want to bring it into balance. But this is dealing with, you know, of course, fertility and sex. So for you, for some, it could be like looking to have a child, or, you know, looking at issues of sex. But it's also about creativity and creating something. And it's also about intimacy. Doesn't necessarily mean a physical act of sex. It could be intimacy issues as well, and dealing with that too. And it is princess. So cute. So it's the divine feminine energy. It is female energy. It is the sacral chakra. It is the womb chakra. It is, for me, and for, like I said, for everyone, this can be different. Maybe you're creating something. Maybe you are starting a business, or you're working on a hobby, or you're becoming an artist, or it's the chakra of creation. So that's where you are, and you're focusing on self, which is nothing wrong with that. And she's eating a watermelon, which is very refreshing. So there's a sense of you know, clearing and cleansing and refreshing with that chakra. So it's this good positive energy. So whatever it is that you are working on with the sacral chakra is going to be good. It's going to help the energy, and it's going to be good for you as well. So I feel a sense of creativity here for sure. But it could be, you know, looking at healing things where you may felt vulnerable with intimacy, any of these issues. And for some, this could be, again, fertility, looking for, you know, looking at having a child or preparing for that, or how that's going to work. out for you, or how you're going to, you know, have that come about. Any of these things could be, you know, with these two cards. So where you're at in your present chapter. And I'm hearing for some very productive. Because when, you know, female rabbit is, you know, that is productive. There's a lot of productive energy too, where you are right now. You're being very productive. So, like, really, you're on fertile ground. I keep saying the word fertile. You're in fertile ground in regards to your relationship, whether you are feeling it or not. It's like kind of showing me a garden, and the soil is really, you know, nutrient, and you're just in that period where you're able to grow things for your relationship, if that makes sense, kind of energy. It's like they're kind of going down a different road there with that, but it's all about being fertile energy in regards to your relationship, whether it's appearing that way or not. They want me to say that. Because some may not be experiencing it or thinking that in this way right now, but it definitely is. You're in like a fertile period in regards to it. Okay, so the next chapter in your love story, if you can move past the block in number 3, I'm going to go back here. I'm going to flip these over so we have 1, 2, and the block was the going home and the ancestors. So it's working through those family issues and, you know, parental things and ancestral energies, clearing things out from ancestral lines. So the next chapter in your love story, if you can move past this block, is opposites attract. So funny. Always brings up that song by Paula Abdul. I instantly start hearing that. Opposites attract. And fresh air. So again, I'm seeing fall. So fall was important for some last year. I feel it's going to be important for some again this year. That time frame, that season. But fresh air, this is a sense of releasing things, letting things go, and bringing in new air, bringing in freshness, and opposites attract. So you're going to, you know, come together, and there's going to be new air about the relationship and the energy. And it could be, again, pinpointing the fall time frame. The end of the love story for now, and it is destination assured. So we have the ship energy, which is interesting for me, and the prayer. So that song by, oh my gosh, I can't think of her name. Like a little prayer. I'll put a link to it below. Yeah, that song is definitely playing. Why can't I not think of her name? It's like a prayer. I think it's called that. Oh God, I don't know why they do these things to me. It is Madonna. I was like, duh. Like a prayer. Yeah. So that's the ending. They're ending with that song. And there's so much music. And, yeah. So I'm just going to end it on that note. So your prayers were going to bring you to the final destination. And this was about, you know, going home. And again, it's like kind of ending where it started with this song. If you watch that video that I'm going to put a link to below, you'll see this is the final destination. Destination assured. You are going to get there. And that's all the prayer that you've done in regards to it is taking you there. So it's sort of like that song as well, like a prayer. I'm going to take you there. So it's all coming together. So I'm going to put a link to all these below. I'm going to be a little bit busy putting the links up. But I'll have a link to the reading if you want your own private reading. I will have a link to my deck. I'm going to have a link to the song that this one is representing for me right now. And this song as well. I don't think I really mentioned any other songs except Paula Abdul's, and it just came to mind. It wasn't really playing in my head. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to let everyone go. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend, or whenever you're watching this, wonderful week, whatever. And I'm sending everyone angel blessings and oceans of love.